of the dash call. So that's a lot of meetings. I will go ahead and share my screen. So I'm going to try and share. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Michael. Thanks for coming. Michael, of course, jump in if you have anything to start with first. If you don't, that's okay. I guess first I'll apologize for the disaster that last week was. My Teams wasn't starting on my laptop and I couldn't get connected, and then I ended up being on my iPad. So sorry about that, guys. It's like the first time I've had technical problems like that. But anyway,
I'm just curious. So, the only thing that one of the things they have is like how far we are with the counter standardization. The one we started like a few weeks ago, I believe in December.
So Murali and Cynthia may want to comment, but I believe, we have that work planned. Is that right, Murali and Cynthia?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah.
So you want to?
So we've discussed with the AMD team, and they're going to get started on the SI definitions, SI header definitions, and the lip SI work. Right, that's the plan based on our internal conversation. Right, Senthil, correct me if I'm wrong. That's where we are. So I think we haven't formally started the work at this point. So I think it should get started as soon as possible here.
Okay,
given that we want to have this
expose the counters that AMD has, right? Like the
correct.
Awesome.
Correct. Awesome. Yeah. So it may have to take some kind of set of priorities in some terms of order of what those will be, right? But that work and scoping and activity to generate the code and all of that will begin. So Vijay, Senthil are getting somebody ramped up to work on that.
Right. And I
And
guess
do we
there
know
was
if this is, yeah, do you know if this is coming by, for example, like end of February, so it is, or like
that
what are the high-level timelines?
Not yet finalized.
Okay.
So
that is
Michael, that exact detail may be sometime this week or before next call we can update you guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Michael, we had a question for you about the counters, though, because this is quite a long list, and we don't know if we can prioritize the ones needed or they all prioritized. Like we need all of them right away. So what do you think?
I think I know that the counters that at least the one that we are actively using from AMD are I think those here on the list. So we are actively using basically all the drop counters and all the correct counters. So I'm assuming most of them actually we need. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So
question for Prince, if he's there. One question for Prince. The SI header definition, do you know the timeline for that so we can make sure that gets in sooner than later, right? So yesterday or day before you were mentioning about the SI header definitions need to be submitted sooner for the community to review, right?
So I think for the 2605, it would be cut sometime around March. So which means like if we can get this closed in the month of February, right? Because there are a couple of things. One is defining the SI headers, and another is discussion in the community, right? Like the dash community for each of these counters and getting the sign off. So that probably can take some time. So my thinking is like if we can get all these SI headers defined in the month of Feb and getting it closed and the PR merged in the community SI, open compute SI, then that should be
That's good to know. Good to know. That's what I was discussing with Vijay and Senthil and others yesterday as well.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we complete before that timeline. And the other aspect is I think Vijay was going to commit to developing the publishing the SI header and the lip SI functionality. And from a northbound perspective, I think you, Michael, and others will be working on the actual, pulling of the counters into your controller and all of that stuff.
That's fair. That's fair because we can plan the work. Yeah.
fair
I
enough.
mean, if
Yeah, we just
if
want.
there are ask AMD or community, then we can definitely plan it.
Correct. So
And
that's
help on
the
that.
expectation that we were having. So we just wanted to
Okay.
explicitly call that out. So I'll, Senthil, you got the answer, so we can talk to Vijay. Yeah.
Yep. And what I'm showing you guys here on the screen is, we have 1,000 in progress, all in varying states of workload. And I'm not going to go through every single one of these. These are either being worked on or they're waiting for some sort of review. So I'm not going to bore you with all of that. What is interesting, though, excuse me, is the done this week category. And remember, last week, like I said, wasn't the greatest meeting, so I've wrapped them into this week. But I did notice that we had a Smart Switch ENI based forwarding test here, 21251, that looks like it's been merged. And so we have this one. And if you look at the files changed here, it looks like, here and here. So this is the work that was done by NVIDIA here, if you guys want to take a look sometime. So thank you for that there. And then another one that was interesting to me was remove synced Redis objects if using ZMQ notifications. So this work was done by Sai Krishna, or no, Sai Krishna merged it, and NVIDIA team did this PR to reduce the size of the ASIC DB. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that one. Okay, I'll move forward then. And we had
Is that specific
Sir,
to the
sir,
NVIDIA implementation? Is that
hold on.
specific to the NVIDIA implementation or the AMD's? Senthil, can you take a look at that PR? She was just
Oh, so
flashing the ACP.
this is generic. It's not about
right.
NVIDIA
Okay.
implementation. So this is generic where we are improving the performance needed for all these dash
Beautiful.
configuration, right? So and the
Correct.
memory optimization. So this is generic and
This is coming
yeah.
from NVIDIA or
Yeah, this is
Gang Glue on your
no,
team?
no, no.
This
It
is
is coming
Connor.
from NVIDIA. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
thank you for that contribution
Yeah,
there.
NVIDIA is contributing to some of the performance issues like
Mhm.
ZMQ and
Mhm.
Cyrate is like increasing the CMQ buffers and those things. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right. And we had another one here, for switch memory exhaustion and kernel panic tests. So thank you for that.
So one more question on the ASIC DB stuff, right? So that was validated using the test that we have, or did Marcia and others kick off a round of tests with those changes?
So for that, we have to give the build with 2511. So if you look at this, right, it was merged last week, I guess.
Okay, so it's not there
So
yet in
we
Marcia's
have to
shop.
build
Okay.
it with 2511 and then and along with some
Give it
other.
a
So that's what I told the team also, to get all the changes needed for these performance as well to 2511 and create a build.
Right. Okay. So Senthil, this is an AI that we also want to pick up, right? So in terms of
Sure.
validating
Yeah.
all of this on our side, right? Let's put that on our
Yeah,
to do to get a.
this is definitely a critical PR and it's a significant improvement,
Critical
right,
one,
on
yeah.
the memory.
It's a big
Absolutely.
deal.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get as many cycles of hardening that we can while we are in this, right? So we'll take that up. Yeah, no problem. And we'll work both internally and with Marcia, I guess.
Yep. And I also thought this one was interesting. This one was done for HA. Prince, do you know what SSW means? I've always been curious. That tag. No big deal if not. No big
I
deal.
don't know. I think it might be Smart Switch something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. So today HA Manager D, blah, blah, doesn't support rehydration. So Jean was working on this to use this table for dash HA tables. And so it looks like we have here table logic, table tests. So thank you for that work from Jing and I'm sure Keysight and team. And there was I'm sorry if I'm moving quickly. And then here in the Redis repo, we had fixed dash meter counters DB keys to use VID, and I'm not virtual ID instead of something ID. Yeah, so Prince and Mukesh worked on this one. So they were incorrectly writing using, I assume this is router ID instead of virtual ID or routing ID. Is that right?
A real ID.
Real ID. Okay. Yeah. So this got fixed.
And quick question. So there was some problem with performance of the ZMQ calls, this kind of stuff. Have we solved it? And the other stuff about this, like a.
So, Michael, basically we are going in a phase-wise approach, I would say. Like there are improvements that are done in the last couple of weeks on CMQ. Having said that, there are still more areas of improvement which either the community or our internal Microsoft is working on. So my point is like there are improvements already in place as well as like something in pipeline as well.
Yeah, Prince,
so the ones that we
the
ones that we recently merged is actually improving a lot on the memory utilization, because we removed some of the redundant caches in the DB on DPU, so the memory should come down by a significant amount, the memory usage.
And I think we have a couple more work items left, that we're working on.
Right.
So, yep, yeah. So then, so those were, just a brief overview of, what's been done this last bit of time. And then we also have these ones were newly created, the ones that I have not gone through yet here. But if I were to pick out a couple of interesting ones, the HA private link support here from Keysight. And I don't know if Murchia is here. We've got Swami. So, hey, Swami, were you in on this one at all? So he may not be able to talk, but we basically wanted to create this for HA private link with Keysight. So just FYI, that was done, or it's started. And then another one would be, this one's interesting. Cleanup DPU FDB. So I'm not sure if anyone on the SONiC team knows about this one, but it's to flush entries when SWSS starts. I don't know if you guys have seen this one.
This is the DPU restart scenarios.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. DPU restart.
Any question?
None from me. Let's see here.
Oh, I think Murli and folks should be aware, right? Like when we do a reboot of DPU, to do the cleanup on.
Yeah, this is work in progress. I think Fred and Jing are closing
Fred
all of
and
this.
Jing.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make a quick note. And then the last one I'll cover, I guess, would be add BFD rewrite on PMON change. I noticed this was new. And so it looks like Cisco knows about this one. And it's for mid-plane, control plane, PMON transitions. So we've got, I don't know if Dylan's not here on the call, but this one was done. Or is
I think he submitted the PR. He's waiting for a review, I think, right?
Yeah.
But some of you, or you may want to.
It looks like it is approved, I think.
Oh, it is approved already? Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's approved, then it just needs to get merged. So Fred approved them. Yeah, so these ones, are just kind of waiting. And that's all I have for you guys this week. If we look at the insights here and look at the chart, we seem to be going through, we did another 18 in the last quite a few days. So we seem to be turning through a lot of work, whether we're on the calls or not. So that's what I have for you guys. You guys have anything you wanted to talk about? I know that OCP Europe happening, and I talked to Gohan. I don't think, we go to that. Have you ever been to that one, Prince?
No.
CPU Europe would be fun if we could go. Or CPU
It'd be
Europe would be
fun,
fun
but
if we
yeah,
could go.
it'd be a lot of work
Seems
to
too
get there.
yeah, seems too fancy for us on the West Coast to get there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Michael, you might want to go. It's close to your home.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
if we have this, I'm definitely going. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's
Cool.
really. Mircha, did you have anything? I noticed you just joined.
Hey, sorry for the delay. I have some question regarding the ICMP redirect. If there is an
Yes.
API to disable it or enable it or if there is any upcoming API for it, I'll have to look probably a ticket for it, but I was wondering if anybody
don't
knows.
think there is the API, but in general, we want it to work by default. So it should just work if the ICMP redirect comes.
Not if it comes. It will always be sent.
No, but the send is the maxes are sending the ICMP redirect, not the switches.
I'm actually having a case where the DPU it's sending the
ICMP
VXLAN and
redirects?
everything wrapped in ICMP packets.
No,
That
hold
I
on. Marcia?
don't know. DPU should not be sending this unless it's some like custom HA protocol that DPU is doing.
No.
No. Okay, I think Marcia, can you explain like when and what scenario is DPU sending ICMP redirect? There is no scenario like that.
So private link.
Uh-huh.
And basically I send the SYN packet to the device.
The device means what? DPU?
The smart switch, basically.
Smart switch, okay.
And
this is fast path situation.
I mean, let's understand.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
And basically the DPU sends out the packet like this, wrapped into an ICMP message, and in ICMP message then I have IP, UDP, VXLAN, Ethernet, IP, and again TCP. So this is my SYN packet. I send it.
DPU sends the packet. Is it possible that maybe it's part of the like HA protocol of basically bouncing this packet between DPUs?
I have not enabled any HA or anything.
I see.
It's just pure private link.
Which
DPU? What is that that IP again? Like 221 0.
This one 221.0.0.1. This is a VTEP the loopback on the DPU. So I send the packet to this, and then the DPU decides to wrap the packet in same packet. So it didn't even move it in ICMP message and send it back to me like this.
Okay, so this is not the fast path scenario. Right? Fast path scenario is where the DPU gets or the smart switch gets the ICMP redirect packet with the redirect headers, right?
No, this is a case where DPU sends ICMP packets like this.
Yeah, Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, or there's no use case like that, right?
There is no use case like this. I'm very surprised. Like which DPU is the AMD DPU or some other company's DPU? Which
the NVIDIA image, the latest image I got.
Right, but type 3 port 3 is something is not reachable, right? The TCP connection did not happen or something, no?
I mean, of course it doesn't happen because I get this packet and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm dropping it.
I think maybe we should follow up here. Who's from NVIDIA?
I see Abdul.
Abdul.
So Abdul, let's make sure we are
That's
understanding the same. We are having the same understanding. This is not fast path. Okay, this could be something that the DPU has, like today, if you get a packet in the Linux kernel, right? And if the routing doesn't happen, it can send an ICMP ICMP message of saying like destination unreachable. So this has nothing to do with the fast path ICMP redirect.
So, Prince, in the fast path scenario, the MUX sends the ICMP redirect message to the switch, right? Not
Yeah.
switch. Okay. So here the DPU is sending.
DPU sending means like maybe it is getting into the DPU's kernel and the lookup is failing and then somehow it is returning. So Marcia, the other question is like, do you have all the tables programmed and this is doing the private link transformations?
It's the same ones that was working fine with 2 months
Previous
older
image.
with the previous image.
Okay, so this could be something different, right? So right now what is happening is you are getting this return packet and not having the mapping or PL transformations, right?
What I would have expected here was to have been actually an NVGRE packet transform with all these IPv4s into IPv6s and send.
Yeah.
That was the expectation. And instead I get this ICMP packet.
So I think you need to connect potentially someone from NVIDIA to work with Marcia to figure out what changed this firmware and what's this packet.
Marcia had shared me this, and I thought it is a problem with the ICMP redirect message of the past path. No, yeah. I'll work backwards with our folks.
Yeah, because you guys should receive the ICMP redirect and act on it, right? But it seems if the DPU send those, that's not expected unless those are not ICMP redirect by some different ICMP packets. But I'm curious.
Sure.
So I just resurfaced that in your guys' email and added you Abdul. So you guys should see that in your email. Unless, Gagan or Vivek know, why that might be happening.
What image is this? Which version of the
2025-06 based out of 2025-06.10 given by Microsoft. I mean, Prabhat built it and gave it to Marcia.
2025-06. Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Gagan.
So yeah, I think Gagan.
And you don't see it on the AMD image, Marcia?
There I need a new container to load private link. I don't know, the older container for GNMI client was giving an error about some 4 to 6 on private link, some attribute. So I'm waiting for a new image for that GNMI container.
So
to be able
I think
to load.
Michael from Cisco is building it. Today he shared it with you. Yeah. And another thing on the ENI object, right? There is a field to disable fast path. If NVIDIA has supported that, you can try that option. That disables that ICMP redirect or not. We don't support it in AMD. I don't know whether if they do supports that, you can try that. Whether that after
I know, but I think we clarify that ICMP redirect feature, it's about me sending an ICMP packet to the DPU in order for DPU to change the destination IP, not the DPU sending me ICMP packets.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So then this is totally something different, what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think we need to have someone who knows the DPU firmware on NVIDIA side to identify what type of packet it is and in which condition it was sent.
Well, I have it sent off to Abdul, and I included Marcia. It's Marcia and Michael and Prince. So hopefully we can figure that out.
Yeah, maybe you can also include Marian from NVIDIA side.
Yeah, Abdul can
knows a
take
lot
that
about
internal.
firmware as well.
Yeah, Abdul, you'll take that internal to your team.
Yes, Krishna, I'll be taking it internally.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's about all I had for today. So I can give time back if you like, and I'll send notes. But thank you all for coming. I appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you much, guys.
And have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina.
Bye-bye.